We are the only ductile butterfly valve that has the flow rates and the flow characteristics of a one-piece disc and stem that's on the market today. Always before, to get the flow through a butterfly valve, the customers had to go to a one-piece style disc and stem to get the flow through this valve. And you can see with this one-piece thin disc, but they had to buy stainless steel. If they didn't, they ended up having the flow rate of this valve here. And a good comparison that you can see the difference between the flow in these two butterfly valves. Not only do you have the less flow with the boss and the stem going through there, but you have the bolts that you can see in this valve. These two bolt heads can actually break off, come off, and you stand a chance of contaminating and getting into the flow of material that flows through the butterfly valve. This valve has a valve seat which is still usable, pliable, and good. The valve has a good stem which is still good. Electrolysis had set up in the end of the bushing, and hooping stress took and squeezed, and this is all from the road salts and the grime and everything that gets into this shaft. Like I said, this configuration and design was made for industrial use. It wasn't made to be hung on the bottom of a tank trailer, but that's all that's been used in the last 40 years. This here, as you can see, when this was seized up to where this would not turn anymore. The valve failed because of the bushing in the top of it and the design of the valve itself. What we've done to correct this bushing problem that we was telling you about in the swelling is we've made this extendable shaft that you see here with double sets of O-rings. As you see, it has two O-rings at the top to stop any corrosion material from the salts and the road grime or whatever to get in from the road from entering it here. We have an oil chamber right here that this valve is lubricated from the factory, and it actually has a reservoir of lubricant that stays in the valve for the life of the valve. Then down here at the bottom, it's double O-ringed again down here to stop any of the lubricant from escaping or from anything from coming from the valve seat. To extend a butterfly valve previously, you had to have a coupler, you have to have a welded piece of pipe to make a stem extension on a butterfly valve. Basically, to extend the stem and to any in 1-inch increments all the way out to 36 inches, all you do is here from the manufacturer, we just pull out the stem, we go into a longer stem into it to make the stem whatever length that the valve needs to be. Then as the valve, all you do then is have an aluminum housing, then it's direct drive all the way to the shaft. There's no couplings, there's nothing. You have an aluminum housing with a bushing in the end of it that's bolted on. So this can be built from the face of the valve all the way out to 36 inches, whatever the customer needs and to his requirements. It's lighter, lasts longer, and the big thing is totally American made.